Person of interest in a police chase that it resulted in an officer's death turns himself in dramatic fashion.
My instructions was for him to take off his shirt and put his hands in the air clearly where everybody could see them.
That man now answering questions from investigators as Bel Air mourns the loss of Officer Marco Zarate, killed when he crashed his motorcycle during that chase. Now, there is still one more person of interest. We're hearing that he could also turn himself into police soon.
Meanwhile, this moving moment outside the Bel Air Police Department. Just minutes ago, officers stood along the street as Officer Zarate's body was taken by the police department one final time. This happened as the body was transferred from the medical examiner's office to the funeral home. We took live now to Jake Reiner, live at the police department, with what he's learned about this person of interest now talking to police. Jake?
Bill, moments ago, that person of interest, his name is Dante Moore. He was taken from here to the Houston Police Department because it is Houston Police Department's investigation. And actually, right now, it's kind of a touching moment behind me. You can see the Bel Air Little League has come by to the police department to pay their respects to Officer Zarate as the entire community of Bel Air mourns. Dante Moore surrendered peacefully, and that was the whole point.
And I've done many of these, but this had to be one of the most intense ones because of the situation, the charge, the possible charges, the officer being killed at a time where everybody's on edge in this country.
Dante, why'd you run? Community activist Quanell X says he instructed Moore to take his shirt off, turn his pockets inside out, and put his hands up to show he wasn't a threat to anyone. Moore, along with his twin brother, are persons of interest in a shoplifting case at the Meyerland Plaza. When police say Officer Marco Zarate tried to pull them over, they took off. In the process of tracking them down, Zarate crashed his motorcycle a mile from the scene where he died. Quanell X says Moore didn't say much about the case, but he did say this.
He was scared. His number one thing was he's scared, are you sure they're not going to shoot me? He kept saying to me, are you sure they're not going to shoot me?
Bel Air Chief of Police Byron Holloway met the pair outside the department. Earlier, Zarate's daughters came by to drop off flowers, while the rest of the community grieves with them.
1 minute, you're talking to them and everything's all right. Next minute, gone. Can never get it back either. Just hate it.
You can see the emotion of this community as you take another live look at the Bel Air Little League. We hear they are delivering pastries to the police department to show their support of the Bel Air Police Department and also Officer Zarate. We also know that Quanell X, that community activist, is working on bringing the twin brother of Dante Moore in as well, as he is also a person of interest. We're live in Bel Air tonight. I'm Jake Reiner, KPRC, Channel 2 News.